Okay. Hey guys, so I haven't done one of these in a long time. I think it's been at least a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know. Um, yeah, movie updates. And so I picked up some VHS tapes today. I did some thrifting. I also picked up a book. So I think one CD soundtrack too. But anyway, I'll start with the book. It's called the Nick Picker's Guide for Classic Trekkers. I always thought they were called Trekkies. Unless I'm just reading that wrong. I don't know. Yeah, pretty sure it says Trekkers. I always thought it was always called Trekkies, but I don't know. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, and I don't know. Maybe I'm illiterate. Well, anyway, what's cool about this is it's a um, book. All talks about all of the 79 original Star Trek episodes, plus the original 6 movies, plus the pilot episode. And I did read a little bit through it. What's cool is it gives pretty much a synopsis of each episode or movie, and then it also tells you different trivia and different like behind the scenes stuff that you would that's happened during the episode, or stuff you may not have caught while watching the episode. So I think at some point I'm gonna watch the original series all over again, and when I do, I'll probably have this in my lap and I'll be reading through different behind the scenes stuff. I know all this stuff is probably on the internet at this point, but I think this is pretty cool. I mean, the dust jacket is a little worse, a little rough on the edges, but the book itself is actually really good shape. So I think this is a cool find. Plus, I like collecting Star Trek books, so anything Star Trek I think is cool. And plus, I have I feel like a lot of Voyager and Next Gen books. I don't really have a lot of books about the original series, so I think this is pretty cool. All right, continuing on, I picked up a whole bunch of VHS tapes. In fact, I didn't pick up any DVDs today. It was all VHS. And I know it's weird. 2022, and I'm buying VHS tapes. You would think this would be I mean, obviously it's an obsolete format, but I have to blame my Instagram because I follow a lot of Instagram people that collect vintage media, and I didn't realize how big VHS has become as a collector's thing. I mean, obviously, it's not like huge where everything's going and being very, it's not like everything's expensive to find. You can still pick up VHS tapes for less than $1 at most Goodwills these days. But I can see why people jump onto the media because it's so cheap, and it's kind of cool to collect now. I think it has the same vibe as laser discs and vinyl. I've always been a VHS fan. I still consider it my favorite format because it was the format that got me. Whoa, autofocus being weird. It was the first format that I watched movies on, and for that I have to thank it because it just made me become a collector that I am today. So, by the way, little sneak peek of the movie room. It's not complete yet, but you guys will see it hopefully later in the spring. You'll see it once it's complete. I'll do a whole overview of the collection. Anyway, going into the VHS tapes. So I picked up a whole bunch of films today. The first two I want to talk about are these two, which I thought was really cool to find. And these are the Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes. These are obviously the public domain. I think actually all of them were considered in public domain, or at least 4 or 5, at least maybe I think 7 of the 14 films were put into public domain. But what I thought was cool was just finding these, because I've never seen any other format of these besides DVD and Blu-ray. I have the Blu-ray set of all 14 films, but I've never seen a VHS collection of it, so I thought this was pretty cool. So I got The Secret Weapon and Dressed to Kill, which was the last one they did. So starring Basil Rathbone, Nigel Bruce. So Pick these up for 99 cents a piece. That $1 is the max I'll usually pay for a VHS tape these days. Unless it's a really cool collector's edition, then I'll pay a little bit more. Or if it's a big set or something, then I'll pay a little bit more. This I was really surprised and think I'm actually going to watch this today. If I remember correctly, obviously this is the sequel, but I'm trying to make sure. I think it's the same. Yeah, pretty sure it is. So this is called White Wolves: A Cry in the Wild 2. And I do own A Cry in the Wild on both VHS and DVD. I believe, if I remember correctly, if it is the same one, I'll have to keep watching. I think it is. I'll have to watch it because I've never seen it. But I'm pretty sure this is the sequel to the movie called A Cry of the Wild that was originally based off the book called Hatchet. And I know I read Hatchet, 6th grade, 7th grade, something like that. But I've never seen the sequel to it. I think they actually did 2 or 3 of them. I figure I'll check it out on VHS, see if it's worth upgrading to DVD eventually, because I think I do remember seeing these on DVD. I think all the sequels are out on DVD at this point. But I want to check out the VHS just to see if it's even worth picking up. So I thought that was cool. I also picked up, let me get them all organized here. I picked up a whole lot of John Wayne films. And I mostly bought them just for collecting purposes. Because I already have all these films on DVD. But what I thought was cool, I'll start with this one, The Flying Tigers. What I think is kind of cool is it says it's in color, now in digital color. And this was back in the late 80s, early 90s when they were colorizing a lot of classic films just so younger audiences will, enjoy them and get to, actually enjoy the, have a chance to actually check out these films and enjoy them. And I think it's cool because I don't think my DVD editions or my Blu-ray, I think I have a couple Blu-rays of this, but I think most of mine are DVDs. I think they're just the original black and white versions. So I just thought it was cool collecting. So like I said, this one says now in digital color. The Desert Trail, I remember that one. And I know this is one of the ones that is definitely in public domain. And yeah, I enjoyed this one. I need to watch this one again. I might watch this again today. The Flying Seabees, which I don't think I had this on DVD. I have to look. Sadly, all my stuff is, that part of this collection is still boxed up. But I don't think I've ever seen The Flying Seabees. And like I said, it says down below, now in color, digital color. I also picked up Red Witch. Yeah, I think it's, is it Wench or Winch? Oh, Wake of the Red Winch. Okay. I think it's Wake of the Red Witch. Or Wench. No, it's not, there's no N in it, so it's Witch. And like I said, now in color. And I'm pretty sure I do own this on DVD. But I'm pretty sure my DVD copy is just the standard black and white version. And then the Fighting... I think it's called The Fighting Catacoon. And this one I don't think I have on DVD. But what I think is cool is, like I said, it's in color. So another thing I thought was cool is this one actually came with the original advertising, stuff they would throw in. And what I think is cool is it actually talks about all these different movies you can now pick. All these different VHS movies you can get now of John Wayne that are now all in color. So Looks like they did the Sands of Iwo Jima, which actually I think that wasn't that shot in color? Maybe it was black and white. So I think that was black and white. So I thought those were cool. I mostly, like I said, I bought these more for just collecting purposes. I love John Wayne films, and I don't have to have them, but I just thought they were cool, especially since a lot of them are in color. And I think pretty much all the DVD editions I have are not in color. They're the original restored black and white, which is fine. That's the way I prefer to watch movies, is in the original form. But I'm one of those collectors. I don't mind watching the colorized version too. I've done the same thing with like the Basil Rathbone Sherlock Holmes. I have the collector's the DVD colorized version collection of like 4 or 5 of the films, and I think it's interesting to watch the black and white version, and then watch the fake colorized version, because sometimes things pop out more that you just never noticed in the background, even though technically it's not going. Obviously the cinematography was all designed for black and white, but it is what it is. But I know there's a huge argument whether or not whether or not black and white films should be colorized. I know there's a whole argument about that, but as long, in my opinion, if you're gonna colorize it, it's fine, but make sure you include the original black and white version with, especially in today's age with the 4K and the Blu-ray and DVD. So, and I think most do now these days. I think if there is a colorized option, usually they do show you. They usually give you the original black and white version as well. So, anyway, continuing on, I thought this was cool. I picked up some Flash Gordon, which, I don't think I have any of his stuff, but this is like, how many episodes is this? Let's see, this is the complete episodes included, 1 through 12. I hate to say it, they put the sticker right on top. They paid $1.48 for this, but they say on the, no they don't. They say part 1 and part 2. I'll have to see if I can get the sticker off so I can read the episodes. It looks like there's at least 12, maybe more. There's got to be more than that. At least 12. I'm not sure what's underneath this. I can't read this part, but they list at least 12 episodes of Flash Gordon, which I don't know if that's. It says 4 full hours, 12 episodes. Okay, so there's 12 episodes. Okay, so that's cool. I think that's. I need to watch some Flash Gordon, because I know this was one of the things that inspired George Lucas to do Star Wars, and I've never seen any Flash Gordon stuff, and I really need to. I might have I'm sure this is a public domain thing, so I'm sure I have like a DVD version of some of the episodes here and there. But I think it's really cool collector's edition. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. Oh, and speaking of Basil Rathbone, I saw this and I was like, oh, I definitely have to pick this up. It's called The Magic Sword, Battling the 7 Deadly Curses. And what I think is cool is, like I said, it has Basil Rathbone in it, and that's mostly why I picked it up. So, yeah, I've never seen this one. I want to see more of his films. 8 minutes long, black and white. Does it say when it came out? I'm going to guess either the 40s or the 50s. The Magic Sword, I want to say, is probably the 50s. That sounds like a 50s, like a science fiction type of film. Just says 1995, but that's when the VHS was done. So I don't know when this was done. I would look it up. I'm using my phone to record this video, but I'm sure it's probably in the 50s. I'm gonna guess this is probably the 50s. This one I just picked up for collecting purposes. Mothra! I actually do have the Blu-ray of this. In fact, I have the regular Blu-ray edition, plus I also have the Steelbook edition of this. And now I have the VHS copy because I like collecting stuff like this. So, in fact, I'm going to try and get that sticker off of there. But it's in really good condition. And I love Mothra. It's one of my favorite monsters. You know, part of that Godzilla universe. You know, it's just so cool. And then finally, I picked up 55 Days at Perking. And why I picked it up was because Charlton Heston is in it. And I need to watch more of his films. So, another one I picked up for the collection. And this one I picked up because it has Paul Newman in it. And The Verdict. I don't think I had this on DVD. That's why I picked it up for 79 cents. I think I caught this on TV years ago. And I haven't seen it in a long time. So I like to check it out again. Eventually, I'm sure there's a Blu-ray set of all his films, a collector set you can buy. Eventually I'll get that. But overall, I think it's just cool to collect. So, and then the one CD I did get, which is kind of cool. It's a Halloween, like those. Well, actually, I think these are all songs. I don't think it's one of those ones where it's just. Ooh, I always thought that was cool. It is missing the inside booklet, but that's okay. I only paid $1 for this anyway. So it says Rock and Roll Party. So this is more of not like the sounds, like, you know, they have like the horror sounds, the creepy sounds, CDs you can get. I have a whole bunch of those. This one, I think it's more just songs. Like I Put a Spell on You is one of them. Witch Doctor. The Twilight Zone TV theme. That's kind of cool. What's number 10? I can't read what number 10 is. The stickers on top of it. Love something, but I don't know what it is. Black Magic Woman. Bad Moon Rising. Witchy Woman. So, obviously, the two that I know is I Put a Spell on You and the Twilight Zone TV theme. That's the only two that I really know. But I think this is really cool. I'm going to add it to my CD collection. Yeah, I love it. And not movie related or media related, but I did pick this up also at the store. If you got it, haunt it. I thought that was funny. And it was only $1. So I figured, what the heck, I love it. Well, that is it. I think my legs are asleep now. I hope you guys enjoy this update, and I hope to do more in the future. I just have to, I need to get back in the routine of this, guys. I really, really do. I miss doing YouTube videos, and I really haven't done any the last 5 years or so. Just because of a lot of busyness in my life. I went back to college. I've had some health problems. I have a girlfriend now. Long relationship at this point. We've been together for for over 5 years now, and just, you know, life in general. But now that I'm, you know, got a house, and especially now that I get building this dedicated movie room, I really would like to come back and start making more videos again, because I feel like you guys need it. You know, you guys deserve it, because, you know, you guys subscribe to this channel, and it's good to have an active channel and not just one that's dead. Of course, if you check out my Instagram, I'm posting daily, all the time. That has not changed at all in the last 5 years. In fact, that's grown. But YouTube-wise, it has been pretty dead. But like I said, I'm going to try and change that. And yeah, we'll see how well I do with it. So, well, guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until the next one, see you guys later. Bye.